Why I become a property YouTuber? Hi, my name is Alan from Alan V Property. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm not going to share any property related content with you. Instead, I would like to share my thoughts on doing YouTube. It has been close to a year since I embarked on my YouTube journey seriously. Some of you have asked me, what is my other intention other than to generate sales for my channel? They realize that the content I create doesn't seem to be mainstream. Well, way before I do YouTube, I always hear opinions on the property market that don't seem to resonate well with me. One such example is the performance of new homes is far superior than resale properties. The majority of private properties in Singapore are resale properties. I have seen with my own eyes how resale prices have appreciated by leap and bound over the years. So how can they make such sweeping statement without first establishing the facts? I believe many private property owners listening to this video will agree with me. Their property prices have appreciated tremendously over the years. Some are even better than new homes, like this video on Hougang. That is why when I was doing my research for my video, I realized that the above is not true. This is until I did a video on new launches versus resale properties to clarify the facts. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against new homes. I have personally transacted many new homes in my career. I also believe that some new homes can consider and others to avoid totally. Ultimately, I don't want consumers like you to get burned, even it hurt my sales. Let me share with you what Jack Ma from Alibaba once said. Take care of the small business, not the shareholders. Once you take care of the small business, they will take care of the shareholders. Secondly, I've been working in the property industry since 2001 after my national service. I was doing property management and subsequently in investment sales and with a listed property developer before I was retrenched due to the US subprime crisis and the collapse of Lehman Brothers between 2008 to 2009. I was devastated. Back then, I just got married, no house, no car, and jobless. There was a low point in my career. I went for interviews and interviews without success. Most firms are not recruiting. Without much options, I dived straight into real estate sales. There is 100% commission based. To be frank with you, before I do real estate sales, I dislike sales and I dislike salesmen. Never in my wildest dream that I will be part of the gang. Nevertheless, I told myself that I must be a credible agent and offer good advice to consumers. For the start, I struggled as a new agent for the first 3 years. Even my working partners dropped out, leaving me alone to navigate a way out. It was really tough. I have no mentor to help, no colleagues that I can rely on, and not much training during that era that I can depend on. I only have this book by William Wong that guide me through the darkest night in my real estate career. I reread and reread many times, hopefully to unearth the magic in it. Fast forward, it has been 14 years since I did real estate sales. I have my fair share of ups and downs. I can share that becoming a real estate agent is the best career choice I have ever made because I love property. In the industry, I learned firsthand the in and out of the property market. I saw with my own eyes how some buyers got burned while others make a windfall from property investment. It was truly an eye-opening experience that textbooks will never ever teach me. Even reading through newspaper or research paper may not translate the full picture on the ground. That is why a Lao Jiao agent once told me this: you need to be in the market to know the market. How true it is. Hence, with the experience I have, I do not want to live my life just becoming another ordinary property agent. I always love to share. For those that know me, I used to share with my colleagues during my division trainings. I also wrote in to my alumni, both Ngee Ann Polytechnic and NUS, to volunteer to share my real estate experience with the students. Nian replied that back then the school was having a term break and they asked me to write in again when school reopened. For NUS Real Estate Department, they stayed radio silence. Maybe my email was stuck in their junk mail. Anyway, I know I'm just a property agent without massive awards to shout about. I don't blame them for ignoring me. This only set me thinking about how can I value add the industry and community at large. Back in early 2022, I became a SkillFuture Ambassador and was invited to do a video for their YouTube channel. Without much hesitation, I agreed to return the favor as I was a beneficiary of SkillFuture training. Yearly, I will attend 3 to 4 courses using SkillFuture credits and subsidies. This is another way to offset the taxes I'm paying each year. The government has already hinted to us the world is changing. The job you have today will be replaced down the road. That is why they keep encouraging us to upgrade to stay relevant. I'm a firm believer in upgrading. After all, I got retrenched at a very early stage in my career. So what if I got a degree from NUS Real Estate? Anyway, the filming took 2 days just to film a video that is only 2 minutes long. I have first-hand experience with filming, the multiple NG or no good takes, and finally the post-production. The filming itself was the best training course I ever attended. This set me thinking if I should explore YouTube to share my property knowledge. As Steve Jobs once said, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will connect you in the future. With that, my YouTube channel was officially born on 9 August 2022. That was the start of more consistent videos. Frankly speaking, the purpose of the video is not so much about generating leads and making money. If you have watched my content all along, I never post my contact number in my video other than in the description. I also never hard sell because I know consumers don't like pushy salesmen. I also never talk about one particular topic only. My topics are very broad-based, from HDB to private to the overall property market. Sometimes I will even talk about the community at large, places of worship to social causes. This is my way of doing CSR. Lastly, I hope my video has value-add consumer like you to make better decisions. That is why my tagline is to educate, to enlighten, and empower you on your property journey. I find it fulfilling when some of you privately call me and message me that they have learned a lot from my videos. I also find the efforts worthwhile when I see more viewership and positive comments. Here, I will also want to say a big thank you to those that entrust their housing needs to me. For those that didn't, hopefully we will have the opportunity to work together someday. Anyway, a part of the revenue I generated from YouTube AdSense will go to charity. This is why you always see me running into churches, temples, and mosques. This is my small way to contribute back to society. Today is National Day. Happy 58th National Day, Singapore.